Whoops, LinkedIn says you're not approved for LinkedIn. Okay. Okay. Chase. Okay. Good afternoon, Niles. How are you? We are here this Thursday afternoon with Niles Voice of Business, which is our weekly broadcast that brings you information from our local village officials, village businesses, and village institutions. And today we are here with Tom Elenz, who is our Executive Director at the Niles Park District. Welcome, Tom.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me, Alicia.
Thanks for being here. So I'm going to jump right in. How long have you been the Executive Director of our Niles Park District?
I was hired by the board in 2016 as the Executive Director. Before that, back in, I believe it was 1998, Joe Laverty hired me as the Finance Director for the Park District. So I've been fortunate to be part of the Park District for their expansion through new facilities and the remodeling of facilities. So I've been here a number of years.
Yeah, excellent. Where were you before you were here with Niles?
I was with the village. I was actually working in the village finance department before I came here.
Okay, so you've been in Niles forever. That's great.
I have.
So tell us a little bit about what Shutdown was like for the Park District.
Well, the shutdown came during our busiest winters. Our winter season is one of our busiest indoor seasons. So we had preschool going on, basketball. Our basketball program is probably one of our biggest programs. We had over 2,000 kids in that. Indoor soccer was going on, hockey, figure skating. So we had all the indoor stuff going on. And that came to a halt for the first time, I think, in the Park District's history, where all the programming just stopped and the facilities closed. We had to call a lot of parents. Luckily, they were all pretty supportive and understood that we were doing it to keep them safe. So it was a trying time for us to get all the message out there. We shut down in basically a day. So we had I believe it was a Thursday or Friday, and we had to shut down for the weekend. So it was a lot of calls we had to make.
Yeah. So how long were you shut for, and what did the reopen look like?
Well, we were shut down, I believe it was till April. So it was a little over, no, I take that back, it was till May. So it was over a month and a half. And our first business that we were allowed to open once the phases allowed us to was the golf course. So the golf course was the first business allowing us to, had to do staggered tee times of 15 minutes, and only twosomes could go out at that time. And then as each phase came in, we were able to open up additional facilities. And luckily today we have all our facilities are open right now.
That's fantastic. That's great. So tell me a little bit about how you pivoted your programs and your facilities.
So we are a social gathering business. I mean, that's what we do. Between our leagues and our special events, we try to get as many people together as possible to enjoy being together and enjoy the programs that we offer. So the pivot we had to make was obviously we had restrictions on the number of people that we could have in our programs and our facilities. So we had to kind of change our mindset on what we could offer the community. And we did something as far as once the leagues were all canceled because we couldn't run those based on the guidelines. We went to more clinics. So we started with soccer. We went to baseball, basketball. I'm missing one, volleyball. So we went to offering clinics Monday through Friday, multiple times a day. And those were very popular, more popular than I thought they were going to be. Actually, we were filling those. Yeah. Majority of them were all filled. Basketball and soccer were our two most popular, and those were filled for the times that we had to offer. We did something as far as a special event that we'd never done before. We did an outdoor movie. So we were able to, Notre Dame was gracious enough to let us use their parking lot, and we did our first outdoor drive-in movie, which we usually do movies in the parks, but all our special events had to be canceled. So that's kind of how we pivoted to change our mindset and what programs we could offer.
Have you implemented any virtual programs?
We have. We did our first preschool graduation virtually, which
nice.
We wanted to do something. We had to obviously stop the preschool program when we shut down. So we did our first virtual graduation, which was I thought was a great success. We were able to hand the diplomas out to the parents, and the teacher called their names, so they were able to get their diplomas from their parents. We also did virtual dance, virtual music. We had magic virtually, and piano lessons we did virtually. So we were able to put some of those out there for our customers to use from home.
Excellent. So what safety measures are you taking at your facilities now as people are re-entering in smaller groups?
So we had to obviously protect our staff first. We put up guards by all the front desks. So we have plastic guards separating the customer from the people that work for us. We had to put sanitizers everywhere. We do a little more wiping down of areas that people are using on a more consistent basis. As far as the people coming into the facility, we try our best to limit that. So an example would be on our clinics. We don't allow the parents to come in. Kids have to wear the face masks once they're in the facility. And then also, as far as our fitness room, which we just opened on the fourth phase, we have to make appointments so we know how many people are coming in to use the fitness room on any given hour. All open gym is stopped, so we can't have people just come in. It's all more, everything we do right now on the indoor side is by appointment only.
Okay. All right. So what successful changes or resources have you added that you feel you will continue to utilize?
So we've always been more of a league-based programming when it came to sports. We've tried to get as many leagues in, whether it be soccer, basketball, and volleyball. And these individual clinics where we're teaching kids, I think we're going to keep those going and try to expand those a little more because they were more popular than, as I said earlier, than I expected them to be. And I think parents are always looking to it was more individual teaching of the children instead of throwing them into a league where you're with a bunch of kids and you're not maybe getting as much attention as you would during a clinic. So the clinics are more individual. You spend more time, the instructor spends more time with them, kind of brush up on their skills. So I think going forward, once the pandemic is over, we're going to try to instill that program.
Nice. We love to hear stories about how our businesses are learning from this and taking away something positive. I know you guys had a big school supply drive last weekend. How did that go?
That was actually very successful. I have to thank our Pioneer Park staff. They throw that every year. We had, I believe, almost 890 pieces of school supplies that we were able to collect. It filled, I believe, 3 huge boxes that we then donated to Niles Family Services to give to Niles families of children that may need school supplies. And granted, they may not be in school right now, but at home they'll still need the school supplies. So I also want to thank the chamber and the village. You helped us out promoting that, and it was a nice night, and a lot of people came out and helped us give as many supplies as we could for them.
Good. We're glad to hear that was successful. Where should residents be looking for upcoming programs and announcements?
So we had to stop our printing and delivery of our guide due to the fact it's changing on a constant basis with each phase. And if we go back, it's going to change. So we stopped the printing. So right now we're advertising all our programs on Facebook. We do email blasts, and on our website are the 3 main areas that we're using.
How does somebody get signed up for your email blasts if they would like to be?
On our website, www.niles-parks.org, we have a spot there where you can sign up for our email blast that we send out 3 or 4 a week.
Great. Excellent. All right, I'm going to finish up with Chase's favorite question.
Okay.
Where do you like to dine in Niles, whether you're ordering out or dining outside or dining in?
That is an easy question. The Howard Street is...
There we go. Howard Street Inn.
Howard Street Inn is one of my favorite places. He's got a great outdoor patio and for a family that wants to go in for a pizza, it's great. If you want to watch a game, he's just got a nice atmosphere. So
And Howard Street has it all. They have dining in, they've got a patio, and they do delivery.
they do.
So
They do it all
they can
right
meet
now.
everyone's needs.
Yes, they do. And they do a great job.
Excellent. Tom, thanks so much for joining us. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. My pleasure, Alicia.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.